Welcome, warriors, to News You Can Use. Today we will start off with some sad news, and then we will move on to better news. Man sentenced for stabbing woman in a wheelchair in Bridgeport store's parking lot. This article was written by Danielle Tepfer on June 24th, 2023. So it gives a picture of, this was in Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken. So a local man was sentenced Friday to 7 years in prison for repeatedly stabbing a woman in a wheelchair with a screwdriver in a crowded supermarket parking lot. Okay. So police said Perkins failed to obey an officer warning to stop and was grabbed and handcuffed. They said they found a screwdriver that appeared to be covered in blood in his pocket. Witnesses said Perkins had approached the woman in the parking lot and demanded her cell phone, according to police. When she refused, he began stabbing her, according to police. Police said that when officers got Perkins in the patrol car, he began kicking at the window. They said he told officers he should have killed the victim. According to court records, Perkins has multiple convictions for robbery, assault, and assault on the public safety officer. So this gentleman obviously has some behavioral health issues because he's done this before. So I wish him well. He has other convictions that he has to do time for. So I don't think this victim is going to see him at any time soon. So Perkins, good luck to you. All right, we're still in Connecticut. We are going to look at the Trolley Museum mobile wheelchair lift dedication ceremony. So this is really awesome. It's a museum of their trolleys, and they have placed lifts, I guess. I don't know if more than one, but it gives the opportunity for people in wheelchairs to be able to get in the trolleys and take a look at these wonderful cars. So East Windsor, Connecticut Trolley Museum will hold a ceremony to dedicate their first ever mobile wheelchair lift on Thursday, June 29th at 10:30 a.m. So if you're interested in participating in that dedication, feel free to drop by. The lift will allow the museum to offer access to their operating trolleys for visitors with mobility issues. The wheelchair lift will be used for visitors in wheelchairs or visitors who have challenging time stepping up into the trolley. The mobile wheelchair lift was custom made by Museum by Adaptive Engineering, Inc., whose list of customers include Amtrak, New Jersey Transit, the MBTA, and numerous historic rail operators, including the Strasburg Railroad, Napa Valley Wine Tours, Rocky Mountain Rail Tours, and the Pennsylvania Trolley Museum. So they have quite the experience of putting in lifts. Let's put it that way. All major buildings in the museum's center of operations are located on 17-acre facility adjacent to the State Route 140 in East Windsor. For more information about the museum, and it provides a link which I will post down below. So go Connecticut. All righty, so we have another piece of news here, HME News, and this article was written by Tracy Orzel. Pennsylvania legislature considers well checks for wheelchairs, and this is pretty awesome. So this is based on consumers don't really want to fix their own wheelchairs, and I don't think it's that they don't want to, it's they can't in most cases. So here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania lawmakers are taking a unique approach to addressing repair issues with two bills, HB 183 and SB 511. that will provide coverage for up to 2 well-checked visits per year for complex wheelchair users. So that leaves out the simple power wheelchairs. The bills would help address the difficulties that users are facing trying to get their wheelchairs serviced and repaired due to simply supply chain distributors, labor shortages, documentation delay, and inadequate reimbursement. In some states like Colorado, they've even pushed through legislation allowing them to buy parts directly from manufacturers to repair their own wheelchairs. Let's see, we've sent to some degree, although it's really relatively early on in Colorado, that consumers don't really want to fix their own wheelchairs. They want to be able to pick up the phone and have someone fix their wheelchair in a timely manner, said Seth Johnson, Senior Vice President of the Government Affairs for Duryea, Pennsylvania-based Pride Mobility Products. The office of Representative Dan Miller, a Republican who represents a 42nd legislative district and who sponsored HB 183, is pushing to have a hearing for the bill in August, Johnson says. So this is another way of doing it. You know, I have alerted all of you that it's really important to get your wheelchair checked at least once or twice a year, and that is manual and power wheelchairs alike. Because, you know, we use and abuse them, and, you know, screws get loosed and tires get worn and all that kind of stuff, and it needs to be checked to make sure you are safe. So go Pennsylvania. I'm hoping that this gets passed soon. All right, 6 best portable wheelchair ramps. And we've talked a little bit about ramps. And ramps are based on size, and they're based on the weight that they can carry. So if you use a wheelchair, scooter, or other mobility device, a street corner without a curb, cut, or private home with a couple of steps up to the front door can make it frustrating and, quite frankly, dangerous to navigate. But for some, a portable ramp can help. So if you can transport a portable ramp, then that would be awesome. According to the standards set by the Americans with Disabilities Act, a ramp should have 12 inches of length for every 1 inch of weight. Now that means that when, say, a bank is building a ramp to allow access into an older building with several steps, the ramp might be 20 feet or longer. That's great for entering public buildings, but what about you? But what do you do when you need to? You can tell I've been out for a little bit. Just to get up to the front stoop into your cousin's house for Thanksgiving, which is very true. Especially those older homes have pretty high steps. And there's just no way we can just get out of our wheelchair and use the steps. So, with help from these experts, we are able to pull together a list of best portable wheelchair ramps. When choosing a ramp, Kathleen Walworth, DPT, board-certified geriatric clinic specialist at Athletico Physical Therapy in Brooklyn, Michigan, suggests you spend a little extra time doing research. I usually recommend that people look for companies online that specialize in portable wheelchair ramps. Talk with their representative about your specific needs and have them help you select the best option, she says. So hopefully the buying guide at this article can help too. But if you still overwhelmed with the choices or just need another experienced opinion, you can speak to your doctor or physical therapist. So there's all kinds of suggestions here and a list of ramps, portable ramps. So I will certainly post this down below. because that is important for all of us to know about. All right, San Diego, everybody from San Diego, pay attention because this is a great piece of news and important to all of you. All right, this comes from the San Diego Union Tribune, and this article was written by Lauren J. Mapp. All right, listen up. A new program launches to help wheelchair users travel throughout San Diego County at low cost. I'm not sure about what they mean by low, but let's see. The new Ride Fact Now service from Sandag is now available for on-demand rides from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Traveling within San Diego County as a wheelchair, walker, or cane user just became a little more accessible through a new on-demand ride service that launched this month. So it's really new. The Ride Fact Now program was created so mobility device and wheelchair users could more conveniently travel between locations, whether it is for medical appointments, work, or casual hangouts with friends. Funded by a $2.5 million grant, which is not much, by the way, to facilitating access to coordinate transport from the San Diego Association of Governments. The program have 5 dedicated wheelchair accessible cars. FACT has also contracted local taxi companies to also provide rides in the event that all the cars are simultaneously in use. When someone calls for a ride through the program, they're guaranteed a pickup within an hour, driven anywhere within the county, and charged a flat rate of $10 each way, said Orem Prem, FACT Executive Director. $10 is a lot, but let's see if they're able to continue to work on this grant and get some other grants to lower the cost of these trips. There's no restriction, and the ride that we provide will be seamless with no transfers, as you see in the transit system's paratransit system, he said. So why did they do this? So San Diego County data shows that in 2017, there were an estimate of 159,864 residents with disabilities limiting their mobility. So you can read the rest of the article. I think the information is crucial for people in San Diego. So while the program started with a soft launch at the start of the month, a press conference was held Wednesday at St. Paul's Plaza in Chula Vista to announce that the service is ready to be used throughout the county. To request a ride through the Ride Fact Now program, please call 1-888-924-3228. That number again is 1-888-924-3228. So I'm hoping all of you have good luck out in California using this new service. And that is news you can use for this Monday. Take care. Thank you for coming. And thank you for all your likes and your subscriptions, as always.